What's up, YouTube? xxTECHISMASONxx here, and please forgive that awkward intro. What was that? I don't know. But in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my recommendations for a $500 Hackintosh build. I'm going to be giving you my recommendations on some parts that you can use in this build to build your Hackintosh. Now, what is a Hackintosh? A Hackintosh is a computer that you build with motherboard, CPU, you know, the normal parts that you build with parts that's not used for Mac, and you kind of make it for Mac. Now, you just install Mac OS X, which is an operating system that you use in iMacs and MacBooks, and you put it on your computer. Now, many people have been asking me to give them some recommendations because they want to build a Hackintosh too. Now, there are many other recommendations on YouTube, but I guess you guys want mine, so here it is for a $500 build. Now, this is a budget build, so it won't be as good as if you want a video editing computer, but this computer is basic. You can do basic tasks, you can do simple editing if you're going to be using iMovie. Then he'll work alright. But I'm going to stop talking, let me go ahead and get to it. But first, I'm going to say sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I'm trying to work on getting a new camera because currently I'm still using this, and it's just getting trashy right now. So right now I'm using my webcam from the computer. The quality looks alright from the view that I'm getting. But let me go ahead and stop talking about my personal life and let's get to the parts. Now I'm going to start off from the CPU. The CPU, also disregard that. I don't even know why that's there. But the CPU that I'm going to recommend to you guys is the Intel Core i3 3225. Now this CPU is, once again, the Intel CPU. Now you're probably like, why didn't I recommend the AMD since they're much cheaper? But for some reason AMD doesn't work in Hackintoshes. So it kind of works, but you have to do a whole lot of extra stuff to make it work, and you don't want to go through all that. So just get the Intel Core. This is my opinion again, the Intel Core i3 3225. Now this goes for about $137 on Amazon. Now it has the Intel HD 4000 graphics inside of this. Now it has integrated graphics. This build does not have a graphics card, so that is why you should get this CPU, because it has integrated graphics. Now integrated graphics, they're not awesome like a HD Radeon or all these other graphics cards, but it's just the integrated graphics and it works for what it does. Simple watching videos and basic stuff like that. So the integrated graphics on this works. I believe it's in the 3.3 or 3.1 gigahertz. I'm not sure, haven't looked at that in a while, but that's a good CPU. Now let's get to the motherboard. I'm going to be recommending the Gigabyte GA Z77D3H. Now this has the Z77 chipset, which does not have a DSDT once you want to do all the things that you have to do in the Hackintosh to get everything working. So but basically this motherboard, it works perfectly. I believe that this is the motherboard that I'm using in my build. My build doesn't cost $500. I believe it costs $800 around that price. But this motherboard it's good. The only thing that doesn't work out of the box is the audio, the Ethernet, and I believe some USB ports, 2.0 I believe. But once you get into multi-beats, you can fix the Ethernet, and what I recommend to fix the audio is just to get a USB audio that you can plug into the computer. And for the USB, I'm not sure if you can fix that, but I guess you can do more research on that. But this is a very good motherboard. It only goes for $133 on Amazon. Once again, I'm shooting this at 9:21 p.m. March 25th. So if you're watching this in 2052 or whatever you're watching this, the price may have went up. It wouldn't have went up, it would have went down. Or yeah, the prices may change of whenever you're buying this. So if you buy it right now, you'll get the price. If you buy it later, it'll be a different price. It may go up, may go down. So it may not be accurate in a few months. But this motherboard goes for $133. It's good because it allows PCI ports. It has 4 slots for RAM, which you can get up to 32 gigabytes. It comes with the DVI, HDMI, and the VGA port, and you could dual boot on Hackintosh with the DVI and the HDMI, because I don't think that VGA works on Hackintosh. No, it doesn't, because no real Mac uses VGA. So yeah, that's the motherboard that I recommend. Also, the hard drive that I recommend. You can either this is kind of a debate. You can either go with the low cost, low storage you can go with the Eddie, speak louder or clearer. You can either go with the low storage solid state drive, which is you can go about 40 gigabytes and get a fast SSD, or you can go with the hard drive that I'm recommending, the 500 gigabyte Western Digital Blue, which has 500 gigabytes, but it's a traditional hard disk drive instead of a solid state drive, so it is going to be much slower. But once again, this is a budget build, so if you're getting what you pay for $500. But I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just a basic hard drive. If you have a computer now and you don't know if it has an SSD in it, then you have a HDD. Because HDD hard disk drive, because most of the computers that you have now don't come with solid state drives unless you have a brand new iMac or a good computer. But once again, 500 gigabytes, it goes for $600. It's really not much you can say about that. Also, the case that I recommend, I actually have this case sitting right here, is the Cooler Master HAF 912. This is a basic case. It can have a full ATX motherboard, which is the motherboard that I recommended. And it's a cool looking case. It has airflow. It's just a case. Not really much you can say about that. And it goes for $70 on Newegg. Now to the power supply. I believe that you can go down to the Corsair, not the Corsair, but to the 430 watt power supply. But what I recommend is getting the 500 watt Cooler Master Extreme Power Plus power supply, because just in case if you want to update later and get a graphics card that you want to use, you will still have some power that you can use in your power supply, and it's cheap. It only goes for $41. I have that right there also that I'm going to be using in my build. 500 watts for $41. That's a good price, because it just is. It's not modular. It's just normal. You have to deal with the cables and all that, but it's a power supply. It works. And now the last thing is the memory, or RAM, or random access memory. But you know what that is. Corsair Vengeance 8 gigabytes RAM. One time 8 gigabyte stick, because the reason I'm recommending that you get the 8 gigabyte stick, I did an unboxing of this, so you can go and see more in depth back there, but you can update to 32 gigabytes if you want to. If you get two 4 gigabyte sticks, you'll only update to 16 gigabytes, but if you get 8 gigabytes, one stick, you can get 32 gigabytes, which I recommend to upgrade over time. But that goes for $58, and if you add all this up, the build leads to $496. But on Amazon, some states have tax to where they'll tax the product and it'll go up more. I believe the tax was $40, so it'll go to $540. But on Newegg, they don't tax you, so on Newegg you can get your products without tax and a nice shipping. But if they don't charge you on Amazon for tax in your state, then you can get it from there. But yeah, this is a video. I'm sorry I haven't did a video in a while, but this is the $500 Hackintosh. If you guys want to start building Hackintosh, this is my first time ever building a computer, let alone a Hackintosh. But let's go and get through it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Thumbs up if you want more like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces, YouTube.